Greetings, rise and shine, brethren. We are the World Global Reset Restoration Network family, comprised of 198 sovereign nations with over 7 billion sovereign principles, being of one mind, one heart, and one spirit, walking together under the divine principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I come to you as a voice in the wilderness to introduce to you a man. No, not just any man, but a man sent by Yah Allah to redeem mankind. Dr. Hindu I.L. Henderson, the Adak Chief Justice of the Universal World Court, and who's also known as Yehoshua Mashiach, the Son of Man. The information that you will be receiving in this and other videos you won't get from anywhere else on the planet. Hear the many truths and fulfillment of the laws, judgments, and sentencings from our Creator, Father Yah, as well as the fulfillment of the true interpretation of the Holy Scriptures and books. Now, without further ado, Dr. Hindu I.L. Henderson with his beloved host, Shelley Bowling.
Yehoshua has told us that everything on this planet needs to be identified, family. And just as it was in the time of when he came in the past, commonly known as Jesus, the census was taking place. And at that point in time, everyone was having to be identified. Therefore, his parents, Mary and Joseph, actually had to return to their home area of Bethlehem to be counted in the census. And it was at that time that Yehoshua was delivered in birth. Now we see those scattered across the nations having to return home, as they too will need to be identified. Recently, New Zealand was able to finally remove about 12,000 Germans that were visiting their country, stranded in New Zealand, and they were able to go back home. The census is continuing here, even in our own area here in the U.S. So the identification of mankind will either be identified as one of the 12 tribes, or if they are not of the 12 tribes, then they must identify themselves as to where they are from. For this planet was given to the 12 tribes of Israel.
This rise and shine moment, we do know that the United Nations is well aware when speaking of the United Nations as a body of people rather than just some would-be area whereby they have chosen representatives to go forward in New York City carrying briefcases, wearing dress suits and pantsuits, whereby they might be able to classify themselves as representatives. The United Nations knows that it's much more than just that. For it understands that every individual has to have a place or a part in what is known as the United Nations based upon being identified. This identity gives to everyone something known as his own sovereign principleship, whereby he is identified as a living being, a body. This DNA RNA that we're asking you for, as we try to prove that you are one of mankind, that you're one of the good people, that you're one of the righteous people, and you have nothing to do with that other party. We must prove this. See, we have proven that we are known as the children or the people of the true blood of the one descent. We have proven that we are the children of the covenant of salt. We have proven that we are the children of the promise. We've already done that. The global network setters have proven that beyond any reasonable doubt. There's nobody asking us any questions about who we are. For the matter of fact, they're trying to find a way now how can they connect, even though they know that they're of the demonic world. They won't be able to. This is what's taking place right now. So as I'm speaking to you tonight, I want to talk to you first about RNA and DNA. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm headed somewhere tonight. We're talking to you about where you sit now with your monetary system and where you're headed with all these other things that everybody's asking for. And let me say something to you so you know exactly where I'm headed. If we do not deem, if you do not deem who you are, if you do not prove who you are, if you do not properly identify yourself, you're going to be annihilated. You're going to be considered one of those people that they have already looked out their windows and they are looking for you. It is known as those people that are unproductive. You keep hearing Congress mention this all the time. They keep saying, well, we got those that are unproductive. We got these unproductive groups. We got this group of unproductive. What are we going to do about them, Senator? Well, we have a plan for those that are unproductive. We have a great plan for them. They keep saying they have it. They keep telling you that it exists. They keep talking to you about who those people are. They haven't told you what they had planned for them. I can tell you, they got something that's called FEMA. For those of you that it's going to take you a while to catch up, that's FEMA. CAMPS, Fema Camps. You're unproductive, that's where they're going to send you. I know. You're going to get somebody telling you, he's just talking. And then you're going to take them up on a website and you're going to show them all those Fema Camps, and the majority of them being in Georgia. And that person that you're going to show this to is they're going to tell you they don't believe it. Now I'm going to tell you what you need to do once they say that out of their mouth. If I was you, when I went down to do my DNA and RNA, I would make sure that I put that person first. Because I guarantee you that he is going to test RH negative. What is that telling you? He's one of the demons. He's one of the demons. And I know you probably said, they're in my family. I know they is your family. His blood's been tainted. He's probably been sleeping outside the family now for the last 25 years, and now his blood is so tainted, he can't fix it no more. And believe it or not, all of us that's on this planet, since about the year of 1954, they began to try to taint your blood. I don't want anybody to be in fear out there, because if you're in Yah, YHWH, you didn't have to always be in him. If you're in him now, he will fix anything that they have tried to destroy. He will fix it. Indexing is nothing more than an accountability. For everyone must be counted based upon his name, not a number. He must be identified based upon who he is, what nationality he's of, and what tribe he come out of. What nationality does he hold? All these things must be part of his identification. For only then will it be, as we would tell you the truth, there will be least of those who will be able to be eliminated with not having anyone accountable for it, or even them being accounted for. So right now in the United Nations, the world does not know how many people that have died in the past would be few months. Because no one has a true accountability, no one has a true count. And no census will not give them this count. For a census only counts numbers, it don't give names. It doesn't give the accurate individual's description. It only gives them 5 in a house, 10 in another house, 12 in another house, but they never give those individuals names. It never gives their identity based upon their nationality, what tribe they come out of. It doesn't even give them a would-be statement of religion. It only gives them a number count. And whereby it's easy to eliminate people with no one being accountable for it, or even having accountability of it. And that means that if it is not transparent, no one will never know. These are the things in which we have set forth as a global network reset, restoration, network family, to make sure that we prevent any of those who may believe that they will be able to eliminate people off the planet and not account for it, but at the same time gather those people dollars and those people cents and have some would-be account where they will be able to use these individuals based upon a number system to benefit themselves, to become those so-called high-powered, high leaders, those so-called rich and famous, while they allow those that they deem to be non-productive, or they deem them to be poor, or they deem them to be nobody, and they will be able to benefit from it. No, we have placed an accountability upon everything transparently. It must be indexed, identified based upon the things in which we have set forth. Nationality. What race did they come out of, if you want to call it a race? What tribe did they come from, if you want to call them a tribe? What people did they come from, if you just want to call them a people? Our accountability must be an accountability in which it will be accountability based upon Yah Allah, God of the universe, and not someone who just deems themselves to be the leaders based upon trying to fix themselves in a position to become more greater than those in whom they will be serving. United Nations, as I speak, I do not speak as a leader of the nation, of not one of the nations. No, I do not speak as a prophet of any of the nations. No, I do not speak as a king of any of the nations. No, I do not even speak as the son of any of those in whom I just labor. But I label them because they are considering themselves to be the controllers, those that are to go forward and bring forth the people to protect them. But at the same time, we're getting nothing more than a total disastrous world of destruction and elimination of the people with no accountability, and it is done in secrecy, where there is no transparency, there is no accountability, and yet still the leaders themselves cannot even give an account of where they were last night.